the mTOR to be activated to synthesize muscle. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your muscle.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Goldilocks. Like you need to turn on and off.
Exactly.
And so for you, how have you kind of thread the needle on a vegan diet and looking as ripped as you do and managing the risks there?
Yeah, you're exactly right. If you're doing any diet, you're optimizing for your speed of aging, your muscle mass, your fat, your cardiovascular capacity, your inflammation, your cholesterol. You can't just optimize for like one thing, muscle and other things are ignored.
Right,
you have to hit every single one.
Right.
And so I think what's unique is I've done veganism plus caloric restriction, and I'm still in the 99.5 percentile for muscle and for fat, and top 1.5% of 18-year-olds for cardiovascular capacity, and top 99.8 percentile for bone mineral density. So if you look at my metrics across the board, across every vector of my health, the diet is hitting perfectly on every single thing. And so a lot of people they just dismiss veganism as incapable of accomplishing these objectives.
Yeah.
That plus caloric restriction, and you're out of the game.
Right.
You can't compete.
Yeah.
But yet I've shown I'm as competitive as
sitting on the edge of my seat here, Bryan. What are you doing?
Yeah. So
give us a recipe.
Yeah. I just got my latest MRI results just before I arrived today. I want to see what the new data is. So for breakfast, I eat super veggie, which is broccoli, cauliflower, lentils, ginger, hemp seeds, and garlic. And then the next meal is...
You're not kissing anybody after breakfast then.
So it's, it's the garlic is not, you cannot sense it.
Oh, really?
You can't smell it, you can't taste it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's invisible. And then the next meal I have is...
How do I get some of that for my wife? Because she loves garlic and it's not invisible.
Yeah. I think, so the way we do it is we cook it, we boil it. And then you chop it and or blend it. And it just doesn't, the smell's gone.
All right. So that's breakfast, and lunch is?
And then the next meal of the day is nutty pudding, which is macadamia nuts, walnuts, flaxseed, pomegranate juice, berries, pea protein.
So pea protein.
Yes.
So using some type of like food product that's made in a factory in order to do this. So you need the actual protein. And you know how many grams of protein you're having there?
Yes. Every day I'm having 110. So the lentils are, is it a lot? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's probably not for your weight. What I would say would be what you need to look like you, but clearly it's working, right? So somewhere between half a gram to a gram per pound.
Most people's imaginations of protein, they're in the 150. Like most men I know are in the 150, 200, 250 a day. That somehow that has become the standard of people's expectations. But we even saw when my protein was around 120, I think, my bun was a bit high.
That's your kidney ability to kind of process urea, which is in protein, right?
So I lowered it to 109, 110 range, and the bun came back down to 17. And so, we've tried to very carefully titrate the perfect. And so, I eat a lot of fat. I have extra virgin olive oil with every meal. So I do 45 mLs a day, 3 tablespoons a day of extra virgin olive oil.
So in that pea protein, how many grams of protein was in that?
25, I think.
25, okay.
Yeah.
And so is that a spiked pea protein? In other words, does it have additional amino acids that increase leucine content? It's just pure pea protein, right?
Yep. And then we do pea and hemp, and then lentils for the 110.
Okay, and then dinner?
I'll have, it'll be some combination of vegetables, berries, or nuts.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it's a very low grain, almost no grain, except for beans, no dairy, and the only thing you have sort of processed is pea protein.
Yes,
and you do that once a day, and that's amazing. And so, are you doing anything else to support muscle growth in terms of supplements, hormones, anything like that?
Yeah, I have creatine.
Right? Yeah,
2.5 grams a day. And then I do calcium alpha ketoglutarate just for frailty index, but that's not really for muscle. I don't think anything else for muscle.
Testosterone?
Yeah, no testosterone. And my levels are around 800. Yeah, there's nothing else I do for muscle.